21 years ago, original members John McVie and Mick Fleetwood had no idea they were making history when they coined the band Fleetwood Mac.
I especially get good, not weepy, but I just, the older the songs are, the more it affects me, quite honestly.
Fleetwood Mac's first greatest hits album chronicles the band's survival, a story that has been filled with rumors, little lies, and big bucks.
It always makes me feel good when I turn on the radio and one of our songs comes on. I always go back to feeling like I'm 16, and I can't believe that they just played one of our songs between Led Zeppelin and The Who. That still really makes me giggly, you know, because I just can't believe it.
I cannot think of another band besides Fleetwood Mac that the more you change, the more successful you are. It's incredible. It's like you thrive on change.
We've always been the kind of band that seems to get away with writing all different kinds of songs, from country to blues to ballads to hard rock to practically we cover the spectrum musically, you know, and I think that's one of the things that is good and healthy for us, that we've never tied ourselves down to one particular style.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Fleetwood Mac's ever-changing style probably has something to do with the band's ever-changing personnel. A major change occurred last year when songwriter Lindsey Buckingham left the group. That allowed the rest of the band to go out and do solo projects.
We, as a band, have never for one moment mentioned the word breaking up. But from time to time, I think people have, you know, created stories about the band breaking up, or it must be breaking up now. They haven't made a record. A while ago, we had a long gap between albums, which was really too long, but it was just circumstance and everyone...
When was that? After the Mirage?
After Mirage. So Tango in the Night being the last album before the Greatest Hits package, which we've got out now.
The Greatest Hits LP not only gives Fleetwood Mac fans a blast from the past, but it's also an opportunity to introduce the band's two newest members, Billy Burnett and Rick Vito.
My baby's gonna let me.
If I'm good at anything at all, I'm a decent blues-oriented player and a roots, American roots-sounding player, and I think maybe if I can bring a little of that into the sound and blend it with what they already have, that could be very exciting.
I loved them for years. I was a huge fan. And about 1981 or so, I started meeting Chris and Mick, and became real good friends with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of easy in that, you know, aspect of joining the band, but it was, it had its scary moments before we started doing the gigs.
The one thing that never seems to change in Fleetwood Mac is the message.
Over the years, I have come to the realization that my particular audience believes me, because they know that I'm telling them the truth. I'm not just up there singing. I'm really trying to say something to them. And you know, I was supposed to be a second grade teacher, or a junior high teacher, or a high school teacher, or a college teacher, something kind of teacher. And so I get as much of that in as I can when I write my songs, because that's my only way to do that, is to write it in a song.
The essence of it all is, if you have that love and respect there, which takes many forms, as long as the basis is there, there's no way you can just suddenly explode and never see or speak to each other again.